Omowunmi, the widow of the late Nigerian singer Mohbad, has agreed to undergo a DNA test to confirm the paternity of her son. Their decision follows a lawsuit filed by Mohbad's father Joseph Aloba seeking a DNA test attempt to serve Wami with the suit failed. Later Magistrate Court in Ikorodu, Lagos, to suggest alternative dispute resolution, which also did not succeed. However, a representative of the family's legal team announced that Wunmi has now consented to the DNA test, which will be conducted at the recognized facility in Lagos or another mutually agreed location. Joseph Aloba will cover the costs associated with the testing. The court has ordered the test to be supervised to ensure its reliability, while both parties will bear their own legal cost parts from the DNA expenses. Mohbad passed away under controversial circumstances at the age of 27, prompting an investigation by the Lagos State Police and exhumation of his body for autopsy. His death has led to public outcry and concern about the fairness of the legal proceedings surrounding it, with observers allegedly potentially suppression of evidence and unfair practices during court session. All right. All right, obviously, it is beautiful knowing that Mohbad's wife has finally consented to carrying out this DNA test, because for quite a long time now, they have been struggling with this. And a lot of persons, this actually raised questions in people's mind like, was Mohbad not the father of this child? It could be another person, because, you know, somewhere in Ijo, they would say the person that knows the real father of the child is the mother. And, I mean, this actually linked to it a little bit. So now, Mohbad's wife has finally agreed for them to carry out DNA tests. And this is a new development. Of course, we know that the cause for Mohbad's death is still under investigation. So, Mr. Akrika, having seen this, do you think that revealing the paternity of the boy will make any change of what has been ongoing? Because, you know, the most important thing that we're looking for here is to find out the cause of Mohbad's death. And they've been talking about CCTV camera is still under police investigation. Even the government of Lagos State has is now interested in the case, which, like we said, investigation is ongoing. And now the wife has agreed that they should carry out the paternity of this boy. Do you think it's going to change anything so far?
To me, first, going for this whole issue has overlingered from when he died down to this date. It has overlingered, and putting up a DNA test will not really change the fact that Mohbad is dead. And
okay.
Except they just want to know the root cause of everything. But I think the parents also, they should just look for and just bear the cost.
Okay, so a lot of persons actually, in their own goodwill, contributed to Mohbad's son. A lot of persons contributed. So if at last it is being found out that this is not Mohbad's son, what happened? Are they going to still transfer the money to him, or do you think that the family of Mohbad will actually take the finance that was sent to this boy for his upbringing?
Already, the money that has been sent, and I think the money is not really anywhere in place, because
it's not really what?
Anyway, because the family must have been using it to maybe sort of maybe fees and other things that pertain to the boys.
No, not fees yet. It's not yet in school.
It's not yet in school. I'm saying things that pertain to it.
It's well-being.
They even tell you that it's in a fixed account for his for a long-term plan and all that. So his welfare So I think, but the DNA test would have been done prior to this time. Prior to this time. But going forward with that DNA test is a good one. So the society don't end up fending for who at the long run. And the long run, they'll find out that it's not really the biological father, and that will now demoralize everybody who have spent more on this. So
remember that a lot of persons send their goodwill, they send their little gesture they have to the gesture, they send it to Mohbad's son, not necessarily because it's Mohbad's son, but they did it because this boy in question, this man, left a little baby that we are still trying to know whether he's really a biological father of the boy. All right? So it's not about Nigerians. Of course, you can help anybody. That's where a good Samaritan comes in. You can be of help to anyone, not necessarily that this is going to make society feel that they have end up spending a whole lot and then they realize that it's not a boy. But if I may ask, if this DNA test come out negative, that's showing that he's not Mohbad's son, do you think it will have a way of affecting the family?
No, Emma, I want to also let you know, while spending, we spend with a reason. Yes, the people that are spending are not spending off because they just want to spend. They're spending to what? To a part. For the sake of Mohbad, that's why they're pushing it. If they can also take that money and take it to motherless babies and spend. So they're spending because of a cause. Because of the way Mohbad died. So for that cause, out of their goodwill, out of their appreciation, okay, let this, at least, since they cannot really bring him to life anymore. Okay, from his, let it be a surviving assistant sent. So, but what I'm saying is that demoralizing, it will be too heartbroken that after all said and done, then the cost reason why they are spending this is not really this. Actually, they may not go to retrieve it back, but I think it will not really go a long way. But I also, at a point, also applaud them.
But I ask, and if this doesn't come out positive, which of course we are all expecting to get something positive that indeed Lume is Mohbad's son, but if at the long run, then this DNA test shows something else, do you think it will have a way of affecting Mohbad's family?
First of all, it will affect in terms of trust. Trust from the persons who have shown some level of commitment.
Hold on, please. Sorry. I want to understand that. You said the people who have shown him commitment. Is it in terms of taking care of the boy?
Yes.
Okay.
No, their commitment is based on they're not really if it's for the family, they can just, okay, maybe after that 1 week, 2 weeks they are off. But they are concerned about what? About the boy and maybe to the family. But it will really, the joy will be with them more if at the long run they find out that the son is really Mohbad's son. They may 2-3 years they may also do a remembrance, and also things will also be coming to the family and other external bodies also that are also observing also want to affect the life of the family through that son, because they see him as what, a surviving eye in the family.
But if again it is not positive, does it really change anything? Let's assume that the mother in question, maybe something happened along the line, so she couldn't really ascertain who owns the baby. And now the DNA test is showing a different thing. We are not praying that it would. We are expecting something positive. Will it really change anything? Can the family say, okay, since you people are saying that it is not Mohbad's son, don't worry. The boy is already in the family, we can take care of. Because, I mean, we have a lot of persons that have been adopted.
It will, to an extent, it will change. It will change yes, to an extent. Because one, it will change from the aspect, from the mindset of the family. That acceptability from the family will not be there. Full acceptability. Maybe they may also accept it, okay, well, let's just, but at the time too, they may also decide not to also accept, because at the long run, because they think that every child will definitely run back to his father. except if you follow through legal process, whereby you follow through legal process by adoption. Then you know that you've adopted this child for life.
Which is a legal process? This child has been with you.
No, the child has been with you, but DNA test has proven that this child is not your child. Then you go back to the government for adoption if you want to adopt this child. Because by and large, even if you spend 1 million naira for that child, the day the father shows up, he takes his son.
Okay, so now, Mohbad legally married his wife. And if it shows that the baby is not his, do you think she will still have a place in the family? I don't know the Yoruba. I don't know the culture of Yoruba land, and unfortunately, you're not from there, from the tribe. So, but I'm just wondering, you know, a young girl, you're not up to 30 years, all right? And then this kind of thing comes up. There is every tendency that you can still marry else, but so for the period of time that you're not married, do you think it's going to be very easy for her staying in the house like my Mohbad's wife?
This story ups to it. The same story. There's a family that the husband and wife, they've been there for 20 years. And the mother-in-law, okay, the lady did not give birth to a child. But the woman was just comfortable with the husband. The day the husband died, nobody told her that you don't have a place in this family. Nobody just told her. She just gently packed her things and she left.
Okay, Miss Africa, in this case that you were saying, that is what the woman decided to do. Maybe because the environment is too toxic for her. And then she chose to, because, I mean, first of all, number one thing why people get married is for companionship, not necessarily for children. All right? Yes. There are people who do not have children, but their own that they gave birth to, but they can adopt. But there are those who have not adopted. Maybe in the long run, their partner answer the call of eternity. And then they are still there. But in this case, now, you know that something is involved here. They have been dragging about this DNA test for quite a long time now. And she didn't give consent to it. And of course, you cannot go ahead without her consent. But right now, she has decided, okay, this should be done. But if at the long run, because it's more like what is bonding her to the family now is, apart from the normal marriage right, is the baby, the child. And it's a male. Do you understand? So if at the long run, then they realized that what they were actually looking at was a mirage, what happened?
That is well, because we're in African society. Now, when once they find out that it is a mirage, absolutely, she on her own part, she will not really, she will not have it all right. Because if maybe she, before this time, if she had other kids that are coming up, those ones will be a solace. Even if this shows up negative or positive. But for the fact that there's none, my dear, she even with herself, cognitive-wise, she will be traumatized first, and it will not really be suitable for her to stay.